So today I'm going to be talking you through some tips for doing the circle of control. So I've drawn one out here. So we've got our outer circle, which is everything that's outside of our control, and our inner circle, which is everything that's in our control. So we'll start with the inner circle. What is in our control? Sometimes identifying exactly what's in our control is one of the easiest ways to actually improve our well-being, because once we've got a list of things that we can manage, we can start setting a to-do list, setting a plan to actually taking action, proactively managing the whole situation. It can be things like, am I drinking enough water? What time am I going to bed? What time am I waking up? Am I going outside regularly? Am I going for a walk? Am I doing some exercise or moving my body? What am I eating? Is this helping me to manage the situation? One of the things we quite often forget is our social media or media consumption more generally. A lot of us will be spending a lot more time on media, forms of media right now. So it's really important that we think about how this actually makes us feel. One of the first steps is reducing it a little bit where we can. So maybe setting time limits on the apps that you use or the social media sites, only checking the news once or twice a day so you get the key updates but nothing extra. You can also start curating the content that you follow. Follow people who make you feel good about yourself, who make you feel inspired to do things. And lastly, I think one of the most important things that is within our control is celebrating the small things, celebrating the positives. Reward yourself if you've done something. If you've done that workout class over Zoom that you really didn't want to do, then that's good and you should reward yourself for that. Set small goals, so whether that's making sure that you have a cup of tea every morning or that you're getting up by 8 o'clock or you're getting dressed, reward yourself when you achieve those. That's really, really important. So now going back to the circle, we've kind of looked at, okay, I've done these things, but what can't I control? Because there's going to be probably a whole bunch of things and it's going to change for literally every situation. So what can't you control? Okay, how do we manage that? Draw on our past experiences. You've gotten situations like this before. They might not have been exactly the same, but you actually got through those. You came out the other side and something happened and it worked. So you've done it once, you can do it again. What's the best case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? How likely are both of those to happen? Are either of them likely or is something else more likely? Thinking about these can help us prepare for any eventuality, and it helps us to reframe to what's the likely situation here, what might happen, how should I prepare for this? Some other things you can do are accepting the situation for what it is and reframing how we're thinking about it. So this might be choosing to speak about it in a different way. Rather than you have to do something or you hate something, it's like, okay, I don't like this, but I'm going to choose to do it this way. I think that's really important because it helps our brain to realise that there are some positives here. I think it's focusing on what can be done, viewing it as a challenge or an opportunity to grow rather than an obstacle or a setback. The final thing is managing our stress. Do whatever it is you enjoy to do this. Use whatever works for you. Everybody's different. So it might be you like mindfulness or meditation, you love exercise, you like baking, painting, journaling, reading, binge watching Netflix. Whatever works for you, make sure you're managing your stress in appropriate ways. Lastly, you can seek support from someone you trust. This might be a trusted friend, a family member, your doctor, or a mental health professional. It's really important that if you are struggling during this time to speak out.